And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set! Green 39!
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. might just roll out to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be body? Be talking, I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, 20 slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
20.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Joe. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll look to throw here. The throw! He's got Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The give is to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On third down, here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
That one goes for 36 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the gloves?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. They usually end up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it? Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. To Sean Gibson there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bottcher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 66 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again to Jones. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check, Patriot!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop, red zone territory. At the 13-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs.